Ooh, welcome back, guys. NGKDG here. You're watching Angel Fox Gaming. So, what we're doing today, we're back in Dreadnought, and before I go into the match, I thought I'll take today to properly rebuild my loadout. Now, I was going to do this, and then show you guys what I did afterwards. I think I should do a video and do it together. So, there we go. We're going to start by taking out the ships that, well, I don't use too much of. I mean, it's kind of... The three ships that I'm good in this game is the Destroyer, the Dreadnought, and the Artillery Cruiser. The Corvette and Tactical Cruiser, while they're fun, well, Corvette is fun to play with, Tactical Cruiser is just no fun at all, but while it's fun to play as a Corvette, I kind of need to get rid of it, because I'm not as good. That's just, this is really hard. So we're going to replace the Corvette with the Dreadnought, yes. Okay. So, the first thing we're gonna do is first add some appearance to this guy. He looks too plain. Okay, so let me see. Nope, nope. I had one specially for you. Okay, there it is. There it is, my friend. Um, no, that was this one. And add our emblem. No, not that. Hard to K. Slap our Cryptor on this. That's sweet old Cryptor. Sweet Cryptor. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so rescan. Now, this is going to be my primary go-to Dreadnought. So let's talk about the build here before we actually go in to create that build. Why is my Vrash 67 set? Okay, let's get that. Let's get spam my Vrash software. So first, we'll start from the last skill and work our way back. Right now, we have one upgrade in here that we could use, and it's the navigation. Now, this navigation gives us 10% damage resistance, but reduce our movement speed by 10%. Yes and no. The Dreadnought is not the fastest ship out there. Reducing what is already a very slow movement speed is going to be a suicide. But, I mean, you're going to have to... The extra damage resist to the Dreadnought is always a thing. You kind of really need it to always be a thing. You have emergency thrusters that you can use to excel your way out of battle. I mean, there are other cool stuff that we can unlock eventually as we go forward. I think the energy consumption is the one I'm looking forward to. Because the reducing the amount of energy consumed is gonna definitely be 100% better for us. Like, we cannot see that be as a better thing. So, let's get in. So this is all we can change from over here. So we're gonna. I think that's all we can change. Let me double check that. Yes, that's all we can change. Yes. No, actually, we unlocked something. What's this? Okay. So we unlocked this. No, we did not unlock that. You have to buy this. Okay. That makes more sense. With actual money, you'd have to buy this part. Why do you have to buy your money? It's a fair question. This would actually be something really good for the Dreadnought. Every time we kill an enemy, it reduces the cooldown time for all our active cooldowns by 15 seconds. Which, hey, that's a lifesaver right there. I can't purchase it because I need actual, it's called, I think it's gearbox points, which you have to put money into the game to get. So I guess that's where the pay to win aspect of the game comes in, which is kind of making it look really sad. I mean, free to play games need to make their money somewhere, but targeted players like that in these, yeah, I'm not seeing that as a good step. No gearbox. No, should have tried something else. Okay, so let's start with the final skill and work way back. The warp drive. We're gonna leave this as is because the warp drive is something we really need for this specific build. Now, if I didn't tell you what this specific build is, this build for my Dreadnought is going to be a close range, hit them hard, and then go away. So basically, I'm going to have a close range combat damage, and warp warp jump helps with that. As you can see in the description, it says you can warp to target to allies and enemies. So if there's an ally in harm's way, you can warp to your ally and provide assistance. Taking that he's been bullied by a close range target, because this is our close range build. For example, I know the Corvettes are very annoying, so I can warp to my sniper, get there in time to probably block some of the shots, absorb some of the Corvette shots, and then lay down suppressive fire on the Corvette to either kill it or chase it away, saving my sniper and I can use it to basically get close to the enemies so that I can, well, beat the crap out of them. So, second, we have the heavy guns. Now, for the time being, there's not much you can add to the slot. Probably the armor booster pulse, maybe the only other thing you could get, but or the anti-missiles. Close range combat. This works really good. I just need to get close enough and activate this, and this will automatically target anybody close to me. So this basically is a hands-free auto gun that you don't have to micromanage. You get close to the target, you just fire, and it will shoot at every single enemy within the specific radius of you. Right now, the radius of it is only 900 meters, which means you're gonna have to be really damn close. Which, once again, is why we have the warp drive. The warp drive will bring you in that 900 range meter, and all you have to do is just basically turn towards the enemy and fly towards them to get closer, and you lay down that fire. Then we have our secondary, which is either the Fetcher missiles or the Venture missiles. Now, probably the best things to get here would be the light torpedo. Would be either the light torpedo or the slug torpedo. No, the light torpedo or the light missiles. Either of these two would be good because they're swift, they're fast, and they'll be able to get to the target within a great time. Right now, the fastest thing we have unlocked is the Fetcher missiles. They're not as slow. The Venture missiles, they do a lot of damage, but they're big missiles. They take a little time to get towards the target. Even at close range, they take a little too much time to get to the target, and they may hit the target after the target kills you, so it will be a kill for a kill. And that's not necessarily what you want. So right now, sticking with the Fetch missiles is probably the best thing you can do. Then we have our final and more primary DPS, your broadside cannons. The plasma broadside cannons, the best thing to upgrade this to would be the ballistic, because why? You fire more guns. The plasma only has 3 shots, so it fires 3 rapid fire shots, whereas the ballistic has a lot more guns on it. You have the scattered gun. Now, this, in my opinion, will work more for the Corvettes. If you're being pestered by Corvettes, or if you can get really close on the snipers that they can't really aim at you, then this works perfect if that's what you're running for. If you want to ram or get so close to an enemy ship, now this is probably the best thing to go for, because you'll be right in their faces, they won't be able to dodge you, and well, you'll just be able to sit there and just melt them. But for me, it's the broadside, the plasma broadsides and the ballistic broadsides. Those are the two that I am most interested in using for this build. And well, this we haven't really unlocked yet. For the heavy mortar will be something I'll be going to, because everything else on this is built for close range. So I do think I need some kind of long range. This is something we can use to harass enemies while we get close to them, or while we get ourselves in a position to warp on them. And that is the first of the 5 loadouts. So that's our first of 5 loadouts. This is our close range combat Dreadnought. Let's move on. We're going to change this guy out. And wait, let me see something. Okay, we're gonna change this guy out, and we're just gonna leave it here. Actually, it should not change it out. What I'm gonna change is we're going to edit our Dreadnought. So this guy, I call him welcome to round 2. Okay, so I got him his different skin because I want him to be different. This Dreadnought is going to be our long range Dreadnought. So let's start from the back again, work our way forward. First thing I would like to change would be this, slow and steady. Now this makes more sense to this guy because once again, he's long range. He doesn't need the speed. Really, he just needs to stay at the range. So the damage resist he gets at this long range is perfect for him. That's about all we can change. Warp drive. Now I'm gonna take this off and put damage amplifier. Since I'm long range, I have no need for being close combat. Preferably, I would prefer to get either armor breaker or probably afterburners. Why would I get afterburners? Because this helped me traverse and keep my long range distance versus the warp, in my opinion. So for now, we're gonna slap damage amplifier on him because we really want to do that bonus damage. Um, as for our next slot, basically where the heavy guns were, we're going to put anti-air defenses because we want to keep the enemies away from us. So we're gonna keep away their missiles by shooting them down. I do realize I've unlocked the tractor. The tractor beam may be a better thing for the close range build, but I really prefer the heavy guns than the tractor beam. The tractor beam will actually keep the enemies in place so that the broadside cannons can finish them off. We'll probably have to put that to a test. But this is on the long range. For long range, I would take Fetcher Missile, Slug Missile, and probably that's about it. The light torpedoes, maybe, because the light torpedoes still have some range on them. Actually, these two both have some great range on them. But the Fetch Missile, the Vulture. Why am I keep saying Fetch? Vulture. Vulture missiles is what we'll be using for this build because they have the longest range and they do damage. They are slow missiles, yes, but they do have a long range. Now, yep, and for our primary DPS, we're going to go with a nuclear missile. This is going to be our main, yes, probably we'll swap out to getting fighter jets or interceptors. Honestly, I prefer to get the fighter jets. Or then again, the interceptors are the stronger ones, so we'll probably get interceptors. Where basically we'll just sit at the range and send out small mini jets to do basically bomb runs or attacks. Yeah, no, I think fighter jets are better. You launch 8 drones, yeah, you launch 8 fighter jets, and they all do that much damage. They'll come up to about the same damage as the one interceptor. This is like a interceptor is like a bomb run ship. Yeah, it's just a one ship and it has a back range. So I would say I will launch a fighter, send them out to fight the enemies, while we step forward and harass them with fetching missiles. Same for this, I will go for the mortar because that's the longest range weapon, and that's about it. So I still have some stuff to unlock with this guy to make him into the perfect beast. That is the other Dreadnought. This guy we're going to delete because we don't need him anymore. So I'm just going to replace him with this. We'll get to him in a second. So we're going to go back and we're going to do the artillery cruiser now. The artillery cruiser is my go-to guy for everything. I mean, this guy is probably the most fun I've had in any class. Now, the artillery cruiser, I do have the damage resist I can add to it, but speed is a thing for the artillery cruiser in my opinion. I will still put it on because I'm using dive maneuver, which doesn't really affect my speed because I'm not going to evade by driving away. I'm going to evade, not driving away, not flying away. I'm going to evade by just doing a fast maneuver, dropping down. So let's start with the last skill. This is, you got stationary cloak for it. I would recommend getting rid of your stationary cloak, in my opinion. Since this is a team-based game, dive maneuver is probably going to be the best thing you can use. I'm just going to be honest with you. Team-based, if you're going to use stationary cloak, you're going to need a team that knows exactly how to position themselves. In the right position, like I think in the last match I played where those two snipers were perfect position, stationary cloak would have worked perfectly with them because where they were positioned, they were untouchable. Only the sniper could hit them or very long fetcher missiles. But as long as you have stationary cloak, they could have stayed there invisible and just poke the crap out of everybody on my team, which is probably what they did. Stationary cloak is a high cloak. It lasts long. The only how to stop the ability is by moving. So once you move, the ability is broken. Since I cannot do that stationary maneuver and I'm pretty much more of a mobile sniper, I will take dive maneuver to help me get out of the sticky situations. On this side, I will take anti-missiles. Anti-missile lasers. I had the anti-nuke, but apparently that just was not working out for me. So the anti-missiles is better since enemies keep locking on me. This, I am Fetcher missiles. We have a couple of options here. To be honest with you, the better items you can unlock are way up the chain. Scramblers, drain missiles, those are two things you want to use. Drain missile basically drains enemy shields, which well, or it drains and the energy, not the shield. It drains their energy, and the faster the energy depletes, the way the less time their shields will be up, or the less time they'll have to use their thruster or any of their other energy based abilities. So that's pretty awesome. Scrambler basically stops them from using their abilities for a little bit. So it's like a stun pulse. It's, yeah, in my opinion, it's great. Wait. Oh, never mind. Yeah, but then again, yes, Scrambler does what it says. It scrambles. It stuns them in a sense that it's. Oh well, let me just correct that. It doesn't stun them. My bad. Sorry. It basically throws off their ship's targeting system, so they'll be unable to target you or lock onto you. Same, not the same thing. That works. We have missiles and stasis missile. Honestly, I'll go with the stasis missile. But since I've been playing a lot, I realize the stasis missile has been helping. It slows their movement speed. Um, I'll stick with the station missile because it works with the bombardment. If you can hit them with the station missile first, or fire the bombardment first, and then fire the station missiles, the time it takes once the station missile hits, because it's not that far. It's very fast. Once it hits, then it will slow them down and give these missiles, which the bombardment catapult, some time to catch up. Which brings us to our next or final Loadout, which be, since I'm mobile, as I said, I will go with bombardment catapult. I've gotten a few kills in a couple of games I showed you guys with this. The bombardment catapult is basically my go-to for offense beside particle turret. And this guy, I think I want to change this to a machine gun. Either that or the bolt. So, you definitely want to pick around. Basically, you want to just keep at the range. For close range combat, well, you're gonna rely on your team. Regardless of not this game does not have the greatest team support. You're gonna have to rely on your team. For players who prefer to use stationary cloak and stay in one spot, then siege mode or purge mode would be perfect for you guys, because these basically amplify the amount of damage and fire rate.
All officers, please report to mission briefing.
Everything.
All
The
officers
only
to
problem
briefing.
is you just can't move. If you move, it stops. You have rapid fire mode too. If you move your ship, it stops the ability. So you have to stay positioned, which where stationary cloak will come in really handy. You hit stationary cloak and then you'll be invisible, so you can stay there and stay in siege fire mode, so people won't be able to see you. And the invisibility also makes you invisible from radars, so you won't be able to be picked up. You won't be picked up on radars, basically. So that is our sniper class. Let's move on to the destroyer. For the destroyer, I'm going to have two destroyer builds: a close range destroyer build and
30 minutes.
for the close range destroyer build. That's a great question. Let's start jump drive. Now, close range destroyer build is going to require something to get you into that close range. This is what we're going to build first. This is our close range, and the jump drive is probably going to be one of the best things for you when it comes to getting you in the range you need. Then you have the medium guns, something like the heavy guns on the destroyer. These are guns that basically lock onto their nearest targets and basically just open fire. So these guns, you don't have to worry about aiming; they automatically just fire at the nearest target. Um, then we'll probably, this is probably the thing. I like torpedo. I like this. The problem is this does not lock on to targets. So this is ability you're going to take for bigger targets like the Dreadnought, because there's no lock on with this. It fires in a line, basically a line or wherever you're aiming, and that's basically it. If the target moves, then you miss. So this is the reason why I take the liberty to take disruptor missiles.
All personnel,
This is what I'll usually drop on the enemy before I walk in on them, so that way when I come in on them, then they can't use their abilities while I unload all my other fire. I can always switch to the drain missiles, which basically drain the energy, which is also something good to use. But I think I'll go with the disruptor. And as for my primary damage, now some may argue close range is the best thing to do when you're doing the close range would be the plasma ram. I haven't used the plasma ram, and I'm actually itching to use it to see exactly how this ramming a ship works. But for now, I'm using Tempest missiles, which is what you unlock. I like the Tempest missiles. I haven't used the ram, but I guess for the next video, I'll put it on, and for the next video, we'll go use the ram. See exactly what fun.
Dreadnought ready
Yeah.
for all systems check.
I'll
Commanding
use the
officer,
ram.
please report to the flight deck.
Then the rest of our weaponry basically will stay the same until we can unlock some stuff. And this is our close range destroyer. Now we need a long range destroyer. Since we already have a close range destroyer, we're now going to need a destroyer that can bully people from afar. And this is basically what this guy is going to be for. Now I'm going to put slow and steady on all of these guys because you want to increase the damages. Since I'm long range, there's no need for the jump drive. I'll take the energy shield so that way I can recharge my energy when I deplete it. Medium guns. Well, this is probably the part of it. Weapon booster would probably be the best thing for me here. But I don't have that unlocked, so I'm gonna have to stick with medium guns as basically a form of self-defense for anybody who decides to come close to me. As for range, then I'll go with disruptor missiles, and then for my main, I'll go with the Tempest missile. So the build is not too different from the actual close range build. And that's basically the 5 builds. Now, once again, you can only have 5 loadouts, and you're not going to play all the classes. So pick the classes that you're best at, and customize those classes to what you need them to be. Now, these are the 3 classes that I'm good at. The Sniper, the Dreadnought, and the Destroyer. So these are the 3 classes that I am going to stick with playing for the rest of Dreadnought's lifespan. Now that's the coat of paint on this. This guy looks a little bit too bland. I already have a pink. Too bad. No, let's buy ourselves a color. Okay, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we're working with. This green. No. That kind of rough around the edges. What's this? Nope. No. You got no cool colors? Come on. They gotta be some kind of. Ooh, what's this? This is red. Oh, this is a brighter red. There has to be some other cool color out there, man. This is a yellow. Do I have the yellow? No, I have the orange. The yellow. I may probably just take the yellow. Purple or dark purple.
All flight crews, please report to your battle stations for pre-flight routines.
Shades. That's a nice color. I think I'm just gonna go with the yellow, or I think I'm gonna go with the yellow. Where is it? It's back here somewhere. There it is. I think I am going to go with. Oh wow! So apparently, I think they patched because I remember most of these I could have unlocked with my regular credits. So I think they deployed some. Yep, they deployed some kind of patch that's basically changing up some stuff. Either that or have no.
Initiating Dreadnought systems check.
Yeah. So apparently now I need the points to unlock any of this.
Power output at 96% capacity. Inertial dampening core at 100%. Weapon systems green.
Okay, Gearbox. Cosmetics, pay for cosmetics. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Paying for cosmetics is not so bad. Do we want this? I guess we have to go with that because that's all we got that we paid for. Not really paid for. That's all we got that we actually bought when we had a chance of buying something. This. That's what it looks like. Okay. Okay, this is, I purchased this. It's, I don't have this. Nope, I don't. So all I got is this. Wow.
All officers, please report to mission briefing. All officers to
apparently I don't have much of a customization option, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry to let you down like that, but this is the best she can do. Oh well. As long as she can kill things, then it's alright with me. So that's the 5 loadouts, and we have colors in all 5 loadouts. And yep, we'll call it here for. I think this is the reason why I have that color. Yeah, to color this ship. When we come back tomorrow, or I'm gonna just stop the video here since I spent like the last 10-15 minutes talking about this stuff. Let's just go with video by its own, and I'm gonna jump into a PvP match right about now, but I'll record that in a separate video. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining me today, and that's my 5 loadouts. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of my loadouts. If you think it's complete rubbish, if you think I'm overthinking it. Basically, let me know. But basically, Dreadnought, you're gonna have, as you can see, in battle, you're gonna swap. Every time you die, the situational awareness changes, so you're going to have to adapt. And those are the 3 ships that I'm going to be adapting between. So, thank you guys for watching once again. A like would be much appreciated. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think of the loadouts. And for those of you new to the channel, well, hit the subscribe button because we're planning to bring you more coverage of Dreadnought and many other games. So, thank you guys for watching once again, and until next time, guys, take it easy.